This program is brought to you by Vincar, Peace of Mind.
Vincar, for your peace of mind.
Hey! Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Heart to Heart Talk. As usual, I have a very interesting guest with me, and today this guest needs little introduction because I'm going to talk to one great guy, and he's none other than Lewis Pragasam. Let's introduce Pragasam to the stage, man. Hey, bro. How are you, Lewis?
Very well.
Yeah. Say hi to your fans. Say hi to your mom, your dad, your everybody.
Yeah.
How are you, Louis?
Good, I'm good.
Louis.
I'm good. Been really
Louis, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And today is a bit special, because we have a bit of coffee here.
Yeah, some good friends of ours.
Yeah, good friend of ours.
Give us some coffee.
New
so-
Cafe, is it?
New Cafe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
They're the ones who also sponsored my
You'll
album.
sponsor your album. Yeah, thanks to New Cafe for giving us this little treat of coffee. Thanks so much. It makes the talk more interesting. We can stay up later also.
Yep.
Yeah. Luis, the world knows you as a fantastic drummer. Yeah, you're world famous.
Maybe.
Nearly everybody know you, but they don't know much about your background. Maybe we should start a little bit about where were you born? Where do you stay? Yeah.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about your?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm a KL boy.
Yeah, KL boy. Okay. Yeah.
Born in Brickfields.
Brickfields. Yeah.
Used to be called the Funky City. It's a borough of KL, but it was an incredible place growing up because it's not just about the food that you get.
It's like a melting pot, isn't it?
Definitely a melting pot of cultures, ethnicities, different races, and it was just so happening at that. I'm talking about late 60s, early 70s, even
yes.
right up to 80s onwards.
All right.
So, but the thing that I think affected my musical career a lot was the cultural aspect of that whole area, and besides the food and mingling with the different people.
How did they influence you?
It influenced me a hell of a lot because
Yeah.
I was interested in. I just loved drumming. I didn't care. It wasn't it wasn't anything too serious or profound. I just I hear the Chinese drums every New Year. Rang and I go, wow, I like this. And then you hear the Indian drum, the temple. But it's funny because
So you tried the Chinese drums?
yeah, I tell you what. Where I lived, Scotts Road, it's still
Okay.
there now, but it's changed quite a bit. And I used to walk almost 5 days a week down the stretch of the road. At the end of that street was the Indian temple. It's still there now. It's a beautiful temple. And they have this, every evening they have the service,
Okay.
the prayers and everything. But they always had live music. There were only two guys playing there with the nagaswaram, the horn,
Okay.
and the tawil, the Indian drum. Yeah, that's loud. But it just fascinated me so much. So, I'm very open with religion and anything. For me, I'll walk in anywhere. And I respect all religions, So I used to sit on there and watch these guys and go, wow, that really, influenced me so much. So actually, later on, I did incorporate that into my
Your music.
my drumming style. Then you get further down the road, there's a big Chinese bus company. I forgot what
bus
the name of the
company,
bus.
okay, yeah.
Now those days, a big bus company. So that's why they had the training ground for this one.
Because there's an
particular-
open space there, I suppose.
They had they had a big garage.
Yeah.
The repair shop, but they had a lot of space. So there was one group from some organization. They used to rehearse all the dragon down. So I used to walk there and just sit quietly and listen and just assimilate whatever was going, just for fun watching it. At some point, they see me there. What's the Indian guy? Small boy, hanging around. But somehow it's funny because I don't have any formal training.
Yeah.
And I started picking up everything. So I was like, So once in a while I go and whack on the drum.
You whack
I started playing. And one day the guy said, hey, come join us. So I used to be going in the lorries, Chinese New Year.
You really play for Chinese?
I was the only
the
Indian
line
guy
dance.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because it sounds like they're simply playing, but they're not.
Yeah.
Because you have to coordinate with the dance.
With the lion, yeah.
Yeah, with the, with the puppetry and whatever. But it's incredible.
So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 2, 3, 4? What is it like?
It's basically on the movements.
It's on the movement,
It's a
okay.
movement because when the guy climbs or he bends or whatever
Oh,
character.
So it's like the drum is talking in a way,
yeah. And the gong too,
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah, interesting.
very interesting.
So you have the nice blend of Indian and Chinese.
And then I mean, like you know, I think something is missing in our culture too right now. The kompang, you know.
The kompang,
Every wedding, every ceremony
Yes.
of kompang.
Fantastic
Very
instrument,
interesting.
yeah.
It is. It's just a frame drum.
Yeah.
But you need about 10, 20 people to get the
Yeah.
real effect, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you play cross rhythms.
Yeah.
Some play on the downbeat, upbeat.
Yes.
But you hear it a mile away because it's
That's
really
right,
loud. Right?
yeah.
But I think that's fantastic. So that also kind of influenced me.
It's
So
a very
all-
unique culture.
very,
in
very
ours,
unique,
yes,
very unique,
yeah.
very unique. I mean, it's borrowed from other places, but it's become Malaysian too. And then, of course, you got the Sikh drums, and
Yeah.
then you got a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
KL. So I
all-
just put everything together, made a big roja,
yeah.
and had fun with it. That's all. I
Yeah.
was having fun.
So you grew up in Brickfields, you studied in Brickfields also?
LaSalle Brickfields boy.
LaSalle Brickfields. So
Just walked to school.
you
know,
walked to
just-
school.
Yeah.
So were you good in schools?
I guess I was okay.
Yeah, okay. So you're quite a good student in a way.
Okay lah.
Interestingly, did you advance your study? Did you went to university or did you do anything?
No,
what
man,
what
I
do you
quit
do after that?
Form 3.
You did after Form 3?
I quit.
You quit?
I just
With-
started playing drums and I went around.
What
the
do your
world doing
parents say?
things. They were really cool. I mean, they're incredible. They just said, "No, go ahead and do what you want to do." And I think that's the best gift they gave me
Yeah.
because even if they couldn't afford to buy me the drums or whatever, that's
Yeah.
not important for me. They just said, okay, go ahead and do it. Do it really good.
Yeah.
And become something. Make
They
it-
bought you
make
your
it-
drums.
Later on, I bought a set of
You bought
drums
a
after
set, yeah.
gigging, couple of gigs here and there in the club.
But Louis, I think it's fantastic. You quit Form 3, but your writing is fantastic. You write your own stuff. you draft your own contracts.
I do. I've
And,
written 2 books, drum books.
Yeah, you write very well.
I write
Yeah.
articles for
Yeah.
American magazine.
So you
and
didn't really miss the higher education or whatever. But
guess-
what happened after that? You did something, isn't it?
No, I was so into the
So
music.
were you a
and group-
professional musician in a way?
Already.
Yeah.
Already,
So you were
yeah.
playing rock bands and all that.
I started off as a rock drummer.
Rock drummer.
I still love rock music, man. I love rock music. I mean, even now, I get on Spotify, if I'm cooking or something, it's rock playing out there.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm very open-minded. I don't judge. Like it's for me, all music is good.
What are the bands you play with in your younger days?
Yeah, first
Do
started.
you remember?
Yes, I do. Actually, 75, 76 or so, during the time when I first started, there's this band called Four-Way. Four-Way.
Four-way, okay.
It's at Radhakrishnan,
Okay.
Jimmy Lowe,
Radha Krishna.
Desmond Gomez, and
Oh,
Boy
yeah,
King.
Jimmy Lowe.
Yeah,
Boy
so
King,
and we
yeah.
went to Penang, we played there for a year or something.
Okay.
With that, then, of course, to join Revolvers.
Revolver. So you're playing with Revolvers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for about a year and a half or so, with Freddie and those guys. And then I played with the great guitar player, Terry Thaddeus' band.
Terry Thaddeus, yes.
It was short-lived, but it was an incredible band.
Yeah.
That we rehearsed for 6 months, and we only lasted 1 month. It's called Zachariah Dash, but we had some of the best musicians.
Zachariah Dash, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
We only played at the Glass Bubble in Jaipuri.
Yeah.
1 month, and that's it. After that, that's it.
The
gone.
band was gone.
But it was so good. I mean,
Yeah.
when was this? Was 80
I remember Terry Thaddeus is a fantastic guitarist.
Yeah, and we played some incredible. We did Tower of Power in Chicago and Manrail and songs that you don't normally hear bands playing. So it was so much fun doing it.
So after that, other bands, you continue playing with other bands?
Loads of bands. So many.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to jam with a lot of people, and I was doing a lot of recording sessions. So I played a lot of artists.
Okay.
Also started backing artists, local artists. First,
Yeah.
But it's also funny because during that time I was also doing quite a lot of traveling. Because I started making a name. Went to Indonesia, played with a lot of people, came back.
Okay.
Went to Thailand and played with people. Singapore a lot.
That was before Asia Beat or?
Around that time. same
Around
time.
that time,
I started it in 76 or 77.
76.
And I officially launched it in 1980.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I officially launched it.
Okay.
This is the thing about me.
So
I
you've
can
been playing for quite a while. Huh?
quite a while. I officially launched it. I had a concert at University Malaya, Experimental Theatre, and I officiated it.
Okay.
I don't ask me why. I just thought, it should become some kind of entity.
Yeah.
So
What made you come up with Asia Beat? The concept behind it. What was it?
basically,
Why? Yeah.
I basically, like I